Hey guys, we're back with part 3, and we're still in the control of Nico, and I guess our task in this part is gonna be to distract Inspector Neve so that George can get into the office. So let's talk to him. I'm gonna have a nice cup of tea.
Inspector Nave, do you have a moment?
My time is of the essence. Be quick now.
Okay, let's go through all the options.
I suppose this is quite a complex case, Inspector.
It is a robbery gone bad. Nothing more, nothing less.
Surely there's a bit more to it than that.
Please abstain from baseless conjecture, madame. The victim's body paints a simple picture, more reliable than any witness statement. Consider the impact of the bullet, and note the concomitant lack of blood. A casual homicide, nothing more.
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird that there's like no blood coming out of the gunshot wound. So maybe he hit his heart or something, because I think if you like hit the heart, that's like because it won't pump anymore, no blood will come out, or not much, but I don't really know. So let's talk about the other stuff.
Don't you find it odd that the thief chose that one particular painting?
Life is full of odd things, madame. Fingerless gloves, white dog poo-poo, nasal hair. I prefer to concern myself with murder.
Did you see the alarm was sabotaged?
I have interrogated the crime scene, madame. I am fully aware of the disabled security. I prefer biological evidence to the merely circumstantial. Body parts, blood, important things.
Don't you think the disabled alarm is highly suspicious, though?
The forensic team will be along shortly. Voice your concerns to them. Do not bother me with this circumstantial fliff-flaff.
Okay, so he's not about evidence on the crime scene, he's more about biological things. I think that's kind of important.
Why don't you check out the security camera footage?
Madame, that is not my area of expertise. It is the body which concerns me.
But the CCTV footage is evidence. It could help identify the killer.
Correction, madame. It is but an indicator. The only true evidence is bodily fluid. Unless you know something I don't, then please leave me be.
The only evidence Inspector Nave seemed to appreciate involved gore.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the American, Georges?
He is deeply suspicious.
Okay.
Could you give me a statement, Inspector?
Now is not the time, madame.
Thanks, Inspector. I'll let you know if I remember anything else. If I was going to distract Nave, I needed to unearth new evidence, or concoct some. And the bloodier, the better.
Okay, so we need to create some evidence, I guess. Anything you can look at? You could talk to Lane, but I don't. That's not really our task. Let's take a look at the pizza box. Look at that! We have a tomato stain.
The tomato sauce had splattered on the floor.
Okay. There's some chewing gum in it.
No way was I going to clean that up with my bare hands. I spread some of this sauce around with my shoe. It looked a little bit like a blood stain, but it still wasn't right.
No,
If I was going to distract the cop, I had to get rid of that gum.
Okay. She won't use your bare hands, so let's use the
I
card.
scraped up the chewing gum with my press card, hoping the inspector wouldn't notice.
No, there's chewing gum on it. Great. Okay. So let's make the inspector aware of that.
Inspector,
Yes?
There is a blood stain on the floor.
have you seen the stain on the floor over there? It looks like blood.
Indeed. How very curious. I must investigate immediately, before one of these idiots steps in it. Interesting. Maybe it is time to employ the machine.
Okay, Georges, that should distract him for a while.
Nice work, Nico. I'll let you know what I find in the office.
Awesome.
I was sure the inspector hadn't seen me slip away. But I needed to be quick, because it wouldn't take him long.
So we're in the office now. The hell is my phone ringing? Yeah.
At last, Stobart.
Sorry, Mr. Rickenbacker. I've been busy.
Yeah, I damn well hope so. I'm watching the news.
Oh, anything interesting?
Yeah, someone stole a painting.
Oh, really?
And it was one you insured. What's going on?
Ah, yes. Well, the guy was armed, sir.
So,
You think I should have thrown myself in front of the thief, wrestled him to the ground, got myself shot?
sure would have made me feel better. Anyway, find that painting, or give me a good reason not to pay out. Please tell me that you have some leads.
I'm working on it.
Okay, I guess that was our boss from the insurance company. So we don't have much time, so maybe we should look at the CCTV system.
The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording.
Sounds like fraps, if you ask me. Okay. So we need to find the passcode somewhere.
I needed to find a 4-digit number.
Okay, maybe there's some hint around here. Let's look at the calendar.
The calendar looked like a child's school project. Omri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday. Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day.
Okay, so there's a date circled, the 27th of May. So, I don't know, we're in Europe, so it could be 2705. That would be a little easy, but let's see if it's right. 2705. It's not.
Bingo.
Correct.
I rewound
Oh,
the
it
tape
is.
to before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malédiction. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen.
Okay, so let's go to the next frame, I guess.
Nico and I were taking a look at La Malédiction just before the robbery. Funny, the painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time, just odd. A good view of La Malédiction. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil. There was a certain presence about it. The killer caught in the act. There was nothing really distinctive about him.
Okay. Oh, we can look at the stuff.
The CCTV had caught the killer in the act of lifting La Malédiction from the wall. He knew exactly which painting to take. The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said. There was definitely something unsettling about the picture.
Okay. Snake chasing its own tail. And we have a book of sausages right here. That's pretty cool. Let's go to the next frame.
The moment it all went horribly wrong.
Yeah, while the robbery took place, I noticed there was something on his helmet.
There was some writing on the front of his helmet, but I couldn't quite make it out.
Okay.
Why hadn't Henri backed down when the thief pulled the gun? If that was me, I'd have done whatever the guy wanted. The alarm should have sounded when the killer took the painting, but it had been sabotaged. I wondered who could have done that. Maybe Lane or even Henri himself. The killer making his getaway.
Oh, it's Waterloo Motors.
A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo Motors. That could be useful.
Yeah, that could be useful.
The painting was gone.
Okay, let's go back. Maybe there's something we missed.
This frame... That shot must have been before anyone else arrived at the gallery. The most striking aspect of the...
Okay, we have that already. So I guess we're done with the CCTV. Let's search the office a bit more and see if there's anything inside the desk. Les arbres bleus, cards, fragile eraser, ink.
Carrying an ink pot around inside my pocket would have been stupid. The ink would have stained my hands for days. I didn't like the idea of a pocket full of sharp pins. It was the paper that Nico wrote for. Nico lived for the day her story would be on the front cover. I didn't want to carry the tape around. I had a feeling I wasn't going to need it.
Okay, useless crap.
I didn't feel the need to take Henri's eraser.
Well, he doesn't need it anymore, so let's open the desk drawer. Oh, there's something inside. A folder.
There was nothing else in the drawer.
Does it really say the hairy lobster?
The folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence.
Vera, you're in good hands.
It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security. They weren't the guys we'd recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit. I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form.
Okay, so we found one clue. What else can we look at?
The statue was jaunty. Up close and personal, I could see that the fig leaf was hinged.
Oh, there's a painting of a naked lady.
A naked lady stared at me seductively.
That's what they always do, right? Let's
The
have a look
poster
around more.
advertised the 1975 Stockholm Music Festival, headlined by a group called the Hairy Lobsters.
Oh, we saw that on the folder. The hairy lobster.
I didn't imagine Henri as a musician. Henri sure liked his clutter. It was a hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache. Henri sure had his quirks.
Okay, why is he talking extremely loud when he's talking about Ori? I don't really know. And oh, waste basket. Let's look inside.
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company, demanding immediate payment. It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris. I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived.
Yeah, but everybody seems kind of broke.
Monsieur, sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay, so we can make a decision. Let's tell lies.
I'm just looking for the name of the caterer. That cheese was to die for.
Ah, to die for? To kill for. I put it to you, monsieur. Monsieur...
Stobart. George Stobart.
I put it to you that you came here in search of cheese, and killed the owner in a fromage-induced frenzy.
Well, no. I'm from Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Time will tell, monsieur.
Truth will out, Inspector.
Who dares wins, Monsieur Stobart.
He who laughs last laughs loudest, Inspector Nave. The guy was seriously nuts.
May I remind you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed. I am going to have to ask you to return to the gallery.
Of course, but I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you, Monsieur Stobart.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Okay, let's ask him all this stuff.
Do you know anything about a company called Vera Security?
No, I have never heard of them. Now, I must get on with my investigation.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh? Pal? Monsieur, you are American, no?
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur. No? Rolling around on top of fast cars with beautiful ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting idea, Inspector, but not really my style.
Indeed. Well, let me tell you something, monsieur. You are my prime suspect. You may go now, but I will need to speak with you again.
Yes, Mom.
I had some valuable leads, but before following up on them, I had important business to attend to. Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Sure.
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation. This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go. I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days. Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Stobart. Monsieur Lane will stay behind to help secure the premises. Mo?
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out.
Right away, sir.
Two coffees, please.
Nice work in there, Nico. Whatever you did, it worked.
I just made a tiny distraction, and Nave bought it.
I think Nave would buy anything if it had blood on it. You know, this whole setup, the theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Okay, I think it makes sense. You know, everybody has money problems and stuff like that, but it doesn't really make sense why we got shot if he was part of the setup. And what kind of role does the father play? Let's go through all this stuff.
Like I said, I think it was an inside job.
Go on.
Someone disabled the alarm, but on just one painting.
Let me guess. La Maledictio.
Exactly. And I aim to find out who did it.
I think, I don't know, but this is like an illogical plot thing, because I remember her talking to Nave, and she was like, oh, do you notice that the security on the thing was disabled? And now she's like, what? There was security disabled? Doesn't really make sense, but maybe it does, and I just missed it.
The CCTV picked up an image of the thief. His helmet had the words Waterloo Motors written across it.
Interesting. I think I got a couple of good shots of him too, but I need to take a better look at them at home.
Great. Let me know what you find. Well, the priest thinks La Maledictio is evil.
George, she's just crazy.
Yeah, you're probably right. But there's something strange going on. I found the address of the security company Henri employed. It was not the one that I recommended.
Good luck with your investigations. Well, I guess I should go. This story won't write itself. And George,
Yeah?
it's good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Nico.
What an
I watched
interesting-
her walk away.
God,
The sound of
sorry.
traffic, the sun shining, a crime to solve, and Nico back in my life.
Okay, I guess our next stop would be to go to Vera Security, and we'll do that in the next part. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye.